Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE 2k19 Universe Mode. This is Smackdown. My name is BrendenPlayz. We move on from Fastlane from the Raw exclusive pay-per-view, and we now get set for Survivor Series. Tonight, we have 3 big matchups for you, including the Smackdown debut by the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Can't wait for that one. It happens tonight. Also tonight, we're going to see No Way Jose take on Rowan in singles action. The dominating Bray Wyatt will face Apollo Cruz. I know Rey Mysterio still has a bone to pick with Bray. We'll see more of that about that in the near future. Natalya will take on Lana. Lana searching for a win. Can she find one tonight with an upset over Natalya? We'll see if she can make that happen. Sheamus, one half of the tag team champions, of course, with Cesaro, the Bar. He's in action. He'll be taking on Kofi Kingston. Singles matchup there. Bayley will go one-on-one with Carmella. She came so close to winning the Women's Championship recently. Can she make that happen in the near future? Well, a win tonight would be fantastic for her confidence. And The Miz will be the first man to face Jeff Hardy on the blue brand. Jeff and The Miz. Jeff's SmackDown debut here for Universe Mode. Rowan picks up a win over No Way Jose. Bray Wyatt wins against Apollo Crews. Lana, well, there you go. That's a bit of an upset. A win over Natalya. Are you kidding me? Daniel Bryan is coming back. A man who was retired. He's been retired for the last couple of years. He is going to come back. It looks to be he's going to come back to SmackDown. Going to get back in the ring, or at least he's going to show up in the near future. Daniel Bryan. Finally, we may see him back in action. We've heard he's been cleared for a while now, but he just had no desire to get back in the ring. He could have came back, he could have been a part of the brand, but just didn't want to. Now, maybe the time is finally right for him. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Bar, Sheamus, Cesaro on their way to the ring. They are your SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and they are the team to beat right now in this Tag Team division. Well, they've had to deal with Gallows and Anderson. They've had to deal with The Shield. It's been a bit of a 3-way mix there. Now it seems as though they've moved on from them, and we move on to the future of the tag division. Looks to be as though the New Day has stepped up to be that team now that they've been able to pick up a victory over the Authors of Pain, AOP. And it looks as though they might be the next team in line to face the Bar. And tonight we're going to get a chance to see these combinations battle it out when Kofi Kingston goes one-on-one with Sheamus to get things underway here tonight. Should be a good contest here as it's tag team division right now, SmackDown heating up. Plenty of teams all gunning for the right to potentially be tag team champions. We know the Ascension, they've had a tremendous rise back to relevancy after really pretty much going through 2 years of struggles. They're now back. Heath Slater and Rhino, we've been seeing them team up a couple times. They've got a bit of potential, you never know. There's plenty happening right now in the tag team division. There's plenty right now, there's plenty happening right now in the future of SmackDown. And Kofi Kingston will take on Sheamus tonight here one-on-one. Should be a good contest. Kingston over 80 victories here in Universe Mode. 57% win record on his own. Of course, the New Day as a team, about 58%. So pretty much dead on with his career record. As we get things underway, Kingston and Sheamus one-on-one. And Sheamus, he's a touch under above 500. He's got a 49% win ratio. And his tag team partner Cesaro, well, you can see the golden armband on Cesaro. The golden armband signifies 100 victories in Universe Mode. Cesaro has got it. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are the only other 2 men to have had that. Sheamus, not too far away. He's on 88 victories. A win tonight will get him one step closer to that golden armband, which is a nice little symbol of excellence, I feel. Kingston, beautifully executed move there. He gets both feet to stomp right down on Sheamus, and Kofi's got 80 wins himself, as we said, so he's got a little bit more work to do, but it's not too much out of his reach. And the Bar together, what a team they've been. 77% win record. 10 wins, 3 losses. The Bar, clearly the team to beat, almost unstoppable. And as we said, they've had their issues with the club, Gallows and Anderson. They've had their issues with the Shield. There's some fantastic teams amongst those two combinations. So it is a very difficult scenario right now. But it looks as though they've moved on from them, and they can finally breathe a bit of a sigh of relief and move on to potentially worry about what's going to happen with the New Day. And we don't know the combination the New Day is going to go with. Very similar to what happened with, the Shield. So it's a bit of a scenario that the Bar rather, have been familiar with. They're understanding that, it is a three-way, scenario. Potentially a combination, the two men that compete could change on the night. It could change every night, every time they interact. You never know. As the referee caught in the crossfire there, is Kofi Kingston bundling him over. And Kingston with the right hand. Poor referee getting himself in the way, but got to be a little bit more careful. Kingston met with the right hand there by Sheamus, who continues the offense right now. Kofi's in a bit of danger, and now the need to follow it up as well. The work to do here from Kofi Kingston. He's going to try and bounce back after the early onslaught here by Sheamus, a former world heavyweight champion here in Universal Mode, now known as the Universal Championship. Sheamus has been to the top of the mountain, tag team champion many, many times, with a few different combinations. He's truly an absolute elite talent. He is an amazing athlete, and Sheamus, despite, yes, his career, he's starting to get a little bit older, perhaps no longer in his prime. You can argue that. He's still, delivering some fantastic performances. But Sheamus still showing us that he can be an elite performer no matter what age he is at. As Kofi Kingston, though, clearly just doing a little bit of circles around Sheamus right now with his speed. That's something that Sheamus is going to have to try and deal with. Kingston, of course, will always have that speed about him and always be a bit of a danger because of that. Is Kingston with a boom drop. Both legs dropping right down onto the torso and the ribcage area of Sheamus. As now Cesaro distracting Kingston, and full Nelson into the slam there by Sheamus. And Cesaro paying some dividends there, helping out his tag team partner. Sheamus wraps up the arm of Kingston, and oh no, he's going to try and tap him out here. Here we go, working away on both arms at the same time. Excellently done here by Sheamus, who rolls out of the way. And now, went for the uppercut, couldn't quite find it this time, met with the left hand there by Kingston. And now Kofi, going to get Sheamus against the ropes. Kingston, what about that? Trouble in Paradise, how did he do that? But the referee got caught in the crossfire. How did he do that? Oh my goodness. The cover. And Sheamus gets the shoulder up. He had about a 10 count to beat, and he does get there in time. Oh my goodness, Kofi Kingston. Well, he picked up Sheamus and hit the Trouble in Paradise on the way down. Unbelievable. I've never seen him do that here on Universe Mode, and that is just one of the reasons why Kingston is just unbelievably talented. He's just fantastic. As Kingston slammed down there by Sheamus, and he gets the shoulder up. Kofi's a former Intercontinental Champion here in Universe Mode, obviously Tag Team Champion with the New Day as well. He's been fantastic, but he's been a little bit quiet as of late, and these are the reminders that we need that Kofi is just so brilliant. And right now, Sheamus is having a real trouble trying to put Kingston away as a rolling senton. And now, Sheamus, he's got a bit of work to do. Gonna pick up Kingston, and Irish Curse backbreaker now. Looking for another one. Can he find 3 of them in a row? There it is, the third. Kingston goes bouncing off the knee, and down he goes. And Sheamus will hook the leg. Can he find a victory? 2, and nearly. Very, very close. Almost grabbing the victory there, and that would have been a big win for Sheamus and the group just to keep their momentum building. The New Day would love a victory though. And Sheamus, went for the bro kick, couldn't quite find it. Kingston dodging it, evading it, finding a way to move out of the way, however you want to say it. And now Sheamus going to be brought into the corner. Kofi Kingston with a real chance. Kingston will turn Sheamus around. And now sends him to the other side of the ring. Kingston up top. Drops down with a crossbody. Hooks the leg. Could be off for Sheamus. Will he catch him out? Yes, he does. Kingston catches Sheamus out. Sheamus in a bad position with the shoulders down. The weight of momentum from Kofi. And Sheamus couldn't kick out in time. And Kofi steals a win, you feel, over Sheamus. And that will give the New Day a real confidence boost. It was the trouble in paradise, though, early in the match, when the referee was down. It was over then. Sheamus 1, 2, 3, he counted 10. It was just a massive amount of time. But Sheamus, to his credit, put himself back into it, and we just thought as though maybe he was going to steal it away from Kingston with these Irish Coast backbreakers, but Kofi utilising his speed again, able to get to the top rope, hitting the flying cross body, and just utilising the weight and the momentum, grabbing onto the leg. Sheamus unable to get the shoulder up in time. And Kofi, I won't say he stole the win, but he does sneak away with one, an important one for the New Day, as now they're going to get a lot more confidence heading into a potential tag team championship match coming up in the near future against the Bar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next matchup. It will be Bayley in action, facing Carmella in singles competition. Bayley, wow, she's had a tremendous run over the last couple of months. Really starting to rise up after having a relatively slowish start since coming to Smackdown. But she started to make up for some lost time. Bayley getting herself in the title mix, and she's really starting to prove herself to be a really tough competitor and really worthy challenger for the Smackdown Women's Championship. Well, looking at Bayley, she currently boasts about a 60% win ratio at the moment. Her opponent tonight, Carmella, 38%. Pretty clear who is going to be the favourite heading to this one. Bayley with a lot of momentum on her side as well. She's getting closer and closer. You know, she's had a good run of form. She's had some wins on the trot. She was really competitive in that triple threat matchup recently, but it's time to convert all that into some championship gold. Carmella on her way to the ring now. Well, you know, we mentioned a moment ago her win ratio isn't great, but let's not dispute that. Carmella is very, very good. She's, you know, started out a little slow herself here in Universe Mode, but, you know, I think she's certainly proving to be, you know, maybe not the #1 contender status at the moment, but she's not far away. This is why this match is very intriguing. Carmella and Bayley one-on-one. It'll be close, for sure, as we get things underway. Bayley has been great. Carmella, a little bit more to prove just yet. But a victory for either woman tonight will make them a bit of a bolter for the Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair, who has just been unbelievably good. Somehow still champion, somehow beating all the competition. And, well, we looked at Bayley's ratio. Charlotte, 68% win ratio. She's, without a doubt, the top woman right now here on the brand. She is impeccable. Bayley, the snapmare on Carmella, looking to get the early advantage in this one. And the side headlock as well, and looking to wrench a bit more pressure onto it, but Carmella with the counter, putting one on for herself, as now another snapmare by Bayley. Might try it again here, and will do so. The other women right now in the division, Nia Jax, former women's champion over on Raw. She's as tough as it gets. Ember Moon, she's really risen up through the ranks herself, former NXT women's champion. And then, you know, obviously Asuka's still hanging around. I don't know if she'll get another opportunity anytime soon, because she's now had a couple of chances. She's now failed. Maybe she's out of the title mix for a little bit. And then, you know, Natalya, unfortunately, had a shock loss earlier on to Lana, who, that was actually Lana's second victory in Universe Mode history. 2 wins and 10 losses. So Lana, that was a much-needed victory for her. She needed to win that one. So Natalya with a bit of a shock loss there. Maybe that takes her out of the title picture for a little bit. And then, you know, got some other names as well. Paige, you know, she's obviously got some injury concerns about her, and we don't know how often she'll get back in the ring. But, you know, if we ever see her get back in there, you know, I know she's going to be Very, very difficult to beat as well. Multiple-time women's champion in her own right. So SmackDown definitely has some good competition. There's other women here on the brand as well. Those are probably some of the top names that we're looking at. And Bayley, I think, sits above the entire pack there. I think right now you're looking at her perhaps to challenge Charlotte, but she's got to keep winning. It's all well and good to, say that you had 2-3 wins on the trot not too long ago, but that doesn't mean a lot if you don't make that, happen when it counts the most, and that's right now. There's quite a few weeks to go until Survivor Series, and we might even have a SmackDown Women's Championship match before that. We don't know. But right now, Bayley just has to focus on winning and make sure that she keeps doing it and does not take any blemishes, because if she does, that might cost her. Someone like Carmella, who's been out of the mix for a little bit, this is a real opportunity to get herself back into it with a victory tonight. Beautiful suplex there by Bayley, who might be looking to put Carmella away right now. And she might consider herself to be pretty fabulous, but that wasn't exactly a fabulous move, but that was a little bit better. The thump to the eye into the super kick might be all for Bayley. Count of 2, and that's all she'll get. Carmella definitely thought for a moment, hey, maybe I've got this. Maybe I'm going to get this victory, but still more work to be done just yet. I might need to look for a patented submission hold in the future. And I might need to try and make that happen in the very near future if she's going to win this thing. She needs to try and put Bayley away, I think, in the next couple of minutes, because Bayley is hurting. And if Bayley can get herself back into it, I don't know if Carmella can be that resilient to find a way to shut that offense down and turn it into a victory. This is her chance now, Carmella. She's got to make the most of it. And the cover doesn't hook the leg. A little lazy. It might cost her. Can't afford to make those mistakes right now. Stomped in the back of Bayley's head there by Carmella, and another one as well. Carmella with another stomp, continuing this offense and looking pretty good at the moment. As we said, but Carmella, she's going to go to the ropes here, trying to... Getting a little desperate now, looking to use the ropes to perhaps cheat her way to a victory. Hurricane Runner there by Bayley. I'm not sure about that one from Carmella. She's going to try and win conventionally, in my opinion. Just get it done. Don't worry about it too much so. Bayley with some nice combinations into the shoulder. Back onto her feet now. Bayley gonna line her up. Here we go. Into the elbow. Beautiful combination there by Bayley. And Carmella, as I said, she had to take advantage of that small window of opportunity, because Bayley, when she comes back, she's gonna be hard to stop. There's the suplex. Carmella finding it out firsthand right now. Hooks the leg. Will this be it for Carmella? Bayley to beat her? No. A kick out at 2. Very close. Very, very close. And now Bayley lining up Carmella. Can she find it? Bayley looking for it. Here it comes. Bayley to belly. Hooks the leg. And that will be it. Bayley with a successful performance tonight. Another victory towards her impressive record that continues to grow more and more towards the up. And Bayley has really started to rise as a top competitor in the SmackDown Women's Division. And a victory tonight over Carmella just proves that to be right once again. Charlotte could be waiting for Bayley. Bayley is just an all-star right now. Finally, we're starting to see the best from her. Finally, Bayley is really starting to show us that she means business, and without a doubt could be a threat, a genuine threat to our SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte. Bayley successful tonight. She keeps her momentum building, but can it build into a championship victory? One last match tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and it will be The Miz in action. The Miz will be facing SmackDown's newest competitor, Jeff Hardy. Here comes The Miz. Well, The Miz, there's a lot of talk that he might have been the one that was potentially traded over to Raw for Jeff Hardy. We still don't know who that man is. We're hearing we're going to find out about that man very, very soon. But yes, Jeff Hardy has been traded from Raw to SmackDown thanks to Fastlane and the loser leaves Raw match between Matt and Jeff. on that night, it was Jeff Hardy taking the L to Matt Hardy, which I've got to say, I thought Jeff was going to win that one. Matt Hardy beating his brother, and Matt Hardy stays on Raw. Jeff Hardy forced to come to SmackDown. The Hardy Boys have been split up as a team, which I really don't want to see. I'd love to see them continue together. But now, we see Jeff and Matt as a solo. Here is The Miz, former United States champion, former tag champion, a man who he is an A-lister. He can do it all, The Miz. But, I've got to say, consistency has been a real problem for him. And he's going to try and find a way to be a bit more consistent. Only 43% win ratio here in Universe Mode. Not quite good enough to be one of the best. As Jeff Hardy, on his way to the ring. And he is an excitement machine, Jeff Hardy. He's a man that everybody loves to watch. And he's a man that everybody should be fearing. Because Jeff Hardy, 15 wins, just 8 losses in Universe Mode, 65% win ratio. Very, very impressive. And Jeff Hardy has really got a big opportunity here tonight to prove to the world that he can still be a top-tier competitor as a solo. Well, he's coming away from a tremendous time that he had over on Monday Night Raw with his brother Matt. The Hardy Boys tag team was just unbelievable. They were tag team champions for a while there. They only had 3 losses, 11 wins, 79% winning record. The best that we've seen here in Universe Mode. And now that team is over. Now we look towards the future, and we look towards Jeff Hardy on SmackDown. We're underway, ladies and gentlemen. The Miz and Jeff Hardy one-on-one. Well, we can tell you this. There's no way Jeff Hardy wants to start off his run as a SmackDown competitor with a loss. He's going to be raring to go tonight. He's going to be very, very focused. The Miz is going to have to be at his best. And Jeff Hardy, what a star he could be. We've yet to really see him as a solo here in Universe Mode. So we don't exactly know how he's going to go. We know that, he's been a great tag team competitor, but it's so different to be, in a great tag team in comparison to a solo. It's all on his own. Jeff, a bit older these days, a lot of wear and tear on the body from all the extreme stunts that he's done throughout the years. And, there's no doubt that Jeff, I think his health will be the biggest concern for him. Can he stay healthy? And if he can, I think he could beat anybody. I think he could be a potential world champion here on the SmackDown brand, which would be so exciting to see. Jeff Hardy, you bring him in. Daniel Bryan, the prospect of him returning potentially soon is exciting as well. SmackDown all of a sudden getting a bit of an injection of some top quality talent right now. And The Miz, shot to the midsection there by Jeff, and right hander followed up. Well, I'm sure Jeff would have been very frustrated to lose to his brother Matt. That sibling rivalry is always going to be there. And we saw in their matchup, the first 2 to 3 minutes, they really were hesitant. They were very reluctant to really fight each other. They just wanted to stand back, and they were just going through the motions a little bit. But as the match went on, that's when we really started to see the two go after one another. As we can see, Bobby Lashley, the United States champion, backstage watching on. That's interesting. Bobby Lashley beating AJ Styles a few weeks ago to win the US Championship. Yet to have a challenger come about just yet. Keeping an eye on The Miz and keeping an eye on potentially Jeff Hardy as well as potential challenger, which I'm sure would be very exciting to see. Bobby Lashley, geez, he's been good here on SmackDown. He's going to be incredibly difficult to beat. He's only had 1 loss in his career. That was to Brock Lesnar. Not a bad guy to lose to, but he has beaten Brock Lesnar himself, though. As Miz, finds nothing but the turnbuckle, and he goes crashing down as Maurice introducing a steel chair. Well, that's a good point. If Bobby Lashley's watching on, perhaps he's identifying Jeff and perhaps The Miz as potential challengers for his United States Championship. I know some other names such as Rusev, Jinder Mahal, Shelton Benjamin. Definitely guys that could be in the mix. We don't know with Bray Wyatt if he's going to look to go for the US Championship or if he might look to go up and challenge for the World Championship. We're not quite sure yet. And then guys like the New Day, if they're unsuccessful in their quest to win the tag titles, well, we just saw how good Kofi Kingston was earlier on. He might be a guy that could really step in and give a lot of pressure on Bobby Lashley. So there's a lot of guys right now in the brand that would be very exciting to see. Jeff Hardy, trying to fight away with the Miz right now. And into the corner he goes. And Jeff back in the other corner now. Miz trying to wear down Jeff. And oh, that's what he wanted earlier on. He found the turnbuckles. This time he collides with Jeff. And now Miz in the driver's seat potentially could put Jeff Hardy away here. It'll be a big victory for the Miz, who gets a few big wins every now and then. But as I said earlier on, consistency is a real issue for the Miz. When you beat a guy like Jeff, all of a sudden just get your name straight back out there again. And he can look to try and build an impressive resume from there. And we know he can do it. He's been a US champion in the past. We know he's good enough. The Miz is just going to try and find something. Find a way. As Jeff Hardy struck with a few strikes there by the Miz, who went for a drop kick. Didn't quite get all of it. And Jeff is down though as they're right near the crowd. The count continues to grow. They might need to try and bring it back in the ring. And that's exactly what the Miz will do just there. Sliding back in himself. Miz, look out! Skull-crushing finale! Miz strikes! Miz to win! Jeff is down! Miz will only get 2. The skull-crushing finale. Still not enough to beat Jeff Hardy. Now, I will be a little bit critical of The Miz because he did wait a couple of extra seconds than he needed to. When he hit it, would that have cost him? I'm not sure. Maybe the surprise element didn't quite benefit him. I don't know, but right now Jeff is still in it. That's all that matters. And this is very close. Both men looking for a kick, and this time Jeff fights it and hits the twist of fate. Maurice, though, distracting the referee. Looking to play around with the turnbuckle padding. Jeff hooks the leg, and it's turning into a bit of a 2-on-1 situation here for Jeff Hardy. The Miz having his wife ringside. She's doing everything she can to help out. And now distracting Jeff Hardy herself. Jeff's got to stay focused here. That's the thing, he doesn't have a tag team partner to save the day. The Miz slams down Jeff. Miz may do it. And this would be a horrible start for Jeff Hardy on his new brand. Miz dragging Jeff close to the ropes. And Miz now, he'll cheat. He's got both feet on the ropes, but Jeff powers out. Jeff stays in it. Oh, there's the running knee by the Miz. That's got to be it for Jeff. Miz looking to wear down the leg, maybe looking for the figure 4 leg lock. And if he can find that, it's going to be all over for Jeff. Hardy's going to try and do something. He's not moving though. Miz, not sure if he knows what he wants to do next. Oh, playing a bit of possum perhaps. Waiting for the Miz. He counters. Now, oh, Miz goes head first. Flying over the top there. And Jeff, speaking of flying, will head to the top of the rope. Jeff Hardy's up high. Jeff with a swan-time bomb immediately into the cover. Both legs hooked. He got it. Jeff Hardy's done it. And a successful return to the Smackdown brand and a debut for Universe Mode here for Smackdown. First time we've seen him. And Jeff Hardy makes the most of it. He comes away as a winner tonight on his new home. He was impressive. Miz certainly gave it to him. Almost got the win. But Jeff persevered. Found a way to come away with the victory. Well, Jeff Hardy, this keeps on getting better and better. Well, everybody should be on notice. Things are about to change on SmackDown. Insert Jeff Hardy. And where does that lead him? Will we see him challenge for Lashley's United States Championship? Lashley's got his eye on him. Will we see Jeff maybe thinking about AJ Styles and the WWE Championship? Geez, Jeff could even find a new tag team partner and go back into the tag team division. Here on SmackDown, you just don't know. The opportunities are endless for Jeff Hardy, a man of his stature, and a man who is as good as he is. He can do it and accomplish anything here on the Blue brand. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like on it and subscribe if you haven't already to see more episodes coming away in the near future. Jeff Hardy in his new home of SmackDown successful tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the episode, and the future for Jeff is certainly bright. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.